You know, today has been one of those days where you just don't feel like it. One of those days where you are working on your projects and you are working on your goals, but you question yourself. You start questioning yourself if the thing you are doing is really working, if the things you are doing are actually the things you should be doing, if the things you are doing are actually gonna work out. And today has just been one of those days where I started work and I started the motions and I started the processes I always do, but something just feels off. What I like to call these days are days in the trenches. Because when you are in the trenches, like when you are at war, for example, in the trenches, it's just an analogy, you don't see the battlefield, in a sense. You don't see the field around you. The only thing you are focused on, and the only thing you should be focused on, is the trench you are in, is the situation you are in. And that's what being in the trenches feels like. You are just working. You don't see the results right now. You won't see the results for a couple of days, weeks, months, years probably. But you know you have to stay in the trenches to win the battle, to win the war against yourself, against all those doubts, all those limiting beliefs, everything that is in the way, those things that keep you from achieving it, that keep you from reaching your goal. Because there are plenty. If it's opinions of other people, if it's your own opinion of yourself, the own self story you have that is sabotaging you, something is always in the way. Sometimes you feel the world is against you. Sometimes it feels like the world is against you. It looks like the world is against you, but it isn't. It's always, every day, it's you against you. And there are days where the battle is harder, and there are days where the battle is going to be easier. Going to be days where you feel like you have a tank army behind you. You are on top of the world. You are ready to conquer everything and everyone in front of you. And there are days where everything feels like a battle, like the biggest battle in your life, where you have to force yourself, where discipline comes in, that you force yourself for every centimeter to gain territory in front of you. Each meter you move forward, but you keep moving no matter how hard it gets. But that's just the life you decide to have. If you decide to build something, to grow something, to become a person that 99% of people won't become. Because you do the things that 99% of people won't do because it's too hard. Because it's boring. Because it's not exciting enough. Because their dopamine centers are not tingled enough, stimulated enough. But you keep moving. And you keep growing. And you keep moving in the trenches. Because it's just part of the process. It's just one of those days. One of those days in the trenches. Keep moving. I see you at the top.
Hey, Rich.